Okay, welcome to the video here. We've got a getting the perfect lead out. Drew and I can do a comments and criticisms. You had some vegan beef with Corey on Instagram today. Let's continue a bit of that. And I was just firstly, I just wanted to say this is personal comments and criticisms. All right. So this is a racer at Tour of Murrieta, and I think they're brothers, Corey, Tyler, Justin. All right. So there seems to be a trend here. They're taking the top three, and then the next day, that's the women's. Next day, Corey, Justin, Tyler. Corey, Tyler, Justin. Okay, so they're getting 1, 2, 3 on both days. They're doing, people say, are they doping? I don't think they're doping because this isn't really high level racing. All right, this is amateur hour. Dudes, I shouldn't say that. Amateur is not a good term, but just guys who are passionate about riding bikes and racing crits and doing stuff. So this is 1 hour, 2 hour races. So it's a tour. It's not really a tour, but it's called a tour, but it's not like a 5 hour, 7 hour stages in the mountains, etc. A proper tour, but anyway. So I also saw one of them wearing the national jersey, and I'm thinking, hey, is this guy a national champion? I didn't know about. So I looked over here, and I can't see any. I can't see. This is the national champions, men's road national champs. So I thought, okay, maybe it's a crit jersey they're wearing the national champs. Maybe it's an LA thing, because I know Cookie Man wears a national champion jersey. But anyway, that's just the deal there. But I think if you're racing in a national jersey or whatever, I don't know. I mean, Cookie Man, he's not racing anymore because no team wants him. So I guess he can sort of wear a national jersey, just like I could wear a national vegan jersey or whatever, or flags, different countries. I get it. But if you're doing UCI racing, then I think wearing a national jersey, in my personal opinion, should be reserved for the person who's won the national championship that year. If you're UCI, if you're racing and, like if you're a racer. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. So I don't see these guys' names in the national championships there at all over the years, even though they claim. I could be wrong, though. I could be wrong. Anyway, let's get to the race. All right. So this is filmed this year. California. It looks like Adelaide, Australia, doesn't it? Nice, good racing conditions. It looks like nice and clear lighting, not too much sun glare, and straight away, it looks like these guys started right at the front. And so that's the Legion team. I looked at the numbers. It looks like they had, I could be wrong as well, but it looks like they had the biggest numbers in that race, which is totally unfair from the get-go, because all you have to do is get your teammates to control the pace of the race. And it's a 1 hour race, so it's not too hard to do that.
This is fucking lame.
Anyway, so it's lined out. This looks like correct if I'm wrong, it looks like a rectangle criterium circuit. So pretty safe, pretty easy. You can sit on. There's a few little bumps and nothing major there. So you can see straight away this isn't high level racing. This guy here's already gassed, and we're like 1 minute in. What's this? The computer's gassed. Internet ran out of carbs. So there's bunching up here, and this guy out in here on the right, I'm not sure who that is. It's one of the Williams brothers. He's just sort of got the GoPro on the helmet. And this is great footage. I mean, this is like as good as it gets. So kudos to them for bringing us great race footage. You feel like you're there, don't you? You feel like you're in the race. And I've got 22 years racing experience. I could jump in this crit and sit in. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. This is a great crit. You can sit on. Look, they're coasting at the back here. This is a crit where your average watts is going to be probably 200 to 300 watts for the hour. So not hard at all. Just sitting in. Look, you can see him soft pedaling at the back here. So this is the importance of drafting. So you see the riders here just soft pedaling, coasting, and the guy at the front, he's doing like 400 watts, trying to push the pace. So you can see this is a very easy crit to sit on. And if you see this cameraman here, pretty much most of the race, he's just sitting on, he's just holding the wheel. He's not following moves, That guy out on the right, he's doing the hard work. Now look at that. Now you can feel the pain in the legs. This guy here is just sitting on the whole race, letting his teammates do all the work. And then he's going to come across the line for the spoils. And that's bike racing, that's team racing, nothing wrong with that. But if this guy turned up to Belgium, he would be getting flogged in the race. Like, he doesn't have the fitness to race in Europe. And so one of the complaints, what started a bit of Instagram drama was he's like, I haven't been picked for a national team. And I'm like, bro, you're not good enough, And I also asked him if he had a criminal record. And so then someone said, oh, Harley, you being racist? And I'm like, what? That's a legit question, because I've got a cycling mate in Adelaide, and he missed out on the Beijing Games and London Games because he had a criminal record. Very well-known mountain biker in Australia. So he made some mistakes, got a criminal record, and it missed out his pro cycling contract pretty much. And so I was just generally asking this guy, Corey, do you have a criminal record? And you're not good enough. And so he got mad offended and started this thread on Instagram trying to clout chase. He's had over 800 comments. Right? Normally he gets four or five comments, 20 comments. This one's had over 800. So he's just clout chasing. And I said, hey, look, fair's fair. Jump on my podcast and let's have a debate. And he just blocked me straight away. So anyway, hey, that's cool. People can't talk, then that's on them. So they're bunching up here. So this is Legion guys in the blue with the white specialized helmets. And they're basically just controlling the pace of the race. They're still up the front. They're sort of slowing things up, locking riders a bit. Look at that. Argy Bargy just chasing, holding for the wheel. So this isn't the World Championship, guys. This is some unknown criterium in California that no one really cares about other than 50 races on the day and their friends and family. All right. So I'm not sure why people are getting argy bargy and shouting and screaming at each other. It's just a crit no one cares about. It's a basic crit, doing laps from an industrial estate. All right, standard crit. Why are people shoving and pushing? This is what cracks me, is people taking it way too seriously. So you can see here these guys have got big numbers, and the guy with the cameras who's bringing this amazing footage is just sitting on the whole time. His nose doesn't touch the wind until the last bit. Just sitting on. Now it seems here how long we've got left to go. So this race has obviously been condensed into an hour. But you can sort of see here, his teammates have all moved up to the front. Now they're blocking. Look at that. They're blocking other riders from coming up. So if you don't have any teammates, then it's going to be really hard to get up the front, isn't it? It's going to be hard to win. So I would like to see this Corey guy or these guys who think they're champs, national champs, go solo to race in Europe and see how you fare over there. And maybe, I think if you do well over there, then maybe you'll get a spot on the national team. I could be wrong, but I dare say, if you've got the fitness and you don't have a criminal record, you'll get selected, Or if you don't, then then you can sort of play certain cards. Until then, you don't have the fitness, man, all right? So there's other riders out there who are better than you. So that's just fine, That's just fair enough. So look at some pro riders don't get picked for the Tour de France, So look at this. They're controlling the whole pace of the race, which is, it's a good lead out, but here's the thing, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you've got the biggest numbers in the race. It's not hard to take control of the race if you've got the biggest numbers in the race. This is just bullying tactics almost. It's basically bullying. It's like, hey guys, we're just going to go and rip the race up because we've got the biggest numbers. And in a sport of drafting, that's just like, that's unfair. That's unfair. These guys should be split up in groups of 3 or 4. It's like the other riders have. Or it should be no team tactics. But again, I don't understand how these guys can have this team and be sort of proud of what they're doing just by taking over the whole race. It's like it's basically the big fish in the pond with the minnows, but take these guys to Europe and then they'll get flogged. So I think the secret is, don't think that you deserve a national card if you haven't proven yourself. All right. If you haven't proven yourself. That's just my opinion there. So anyway, that's just the deal there. That's just the harsh reality. And anyone who's raced in Belgium, like I have, etc., this is amateur hour racing. But it's great quality camera work. I'll give it that. This is the best camera work I've seen in any race. The head mount stuff, it's just so stable. It's fantastic, man. It's fantastic. But this isn't a real win. These guys will get, this guy here will get this sprinter. Look, he's sat on the whole race, and now he's like, yeah, I'm going to win this thing. And you are going to win it, bro, because you've done the least work out of anyone in this criterium, and you've got the most teammates. So if you didn't win, that would be bad. And your lead-out guy, he could win as well, So I think they should share the wins around, because these guys are doing nothing all race, and they just, look at that. He's flexing like he's been attacking the whole race, but he's done nothing. He put his hands in the air. Yeah, you won, bro, but you didn't do any work. All your teammates did wasn't for you, and you had the most teammates in the race. So it's a bit unfair. It's a bit like the 100-kilo boxer walking in to fight some dude who's 50 kilos. It's like what? Like, go to Europe, race with no team, and show us how good you are. All right? Then you can really talk about it. Until then, you can't complain, man. You haven't proven yourself. You haven't paid your dues as a racer on the Euro circuit like the other guys have, Go to Europe, man. live in a basic apartment in Belgium and race your crits, your Camisas, sorry. They'll love you over there. Just something different. A bit of flair. Americans are loved in Belgium. So there you go. That's just the comments and criticisms there. Fantastic. I can't get over the camera work. This is the best camera work ever. Right? So I'm not afraid to give credit where credit's due. And but yeah, this sprint, just like yeah, I've just been working hard the whole race, bro. You haven't done any work, man. You haven't done no work. You sat on the whole thing. Was this a replay of the win? Did we just replay that whole thing? So why don't we replay the teamwork these guys did of controlling the race? But it wasn't a hard race to control because one, the fitness level wasn't very high, and two, there's one or two riders who are quite fit, but they didn't have the numbers to compete. So it's just unfair. It's unfair. To make it a real race, they should have had, cut the teams up. Otherwise it's bullying basically. It's just dominance numbers wise. It's not fair. Anyway, that's my comments and criticisms. Again, I'll say it again. Fantastic camera work. See you on the road. Let's have a final word from Lance Armstrong.
We had Alberto Contador on the team.
Bueno, yo creo que es una cosa todavía.
Who had won the tour before, and it was just. I got to training camp in Spain, and I was like, this is fucking lame.